Africa is on the move. The continent is experiencing a period of remarkable economic growth. This growth is not a fluke. It is driven by fundamental factors that are transforming Africa's economic landscape. From natural resources to a burgeoning tech sector, Africa is poised for a bright future. This economic dynamism is creating unprecedented opportunities, particularly in the real estate sector. As the continent continues on this upward trajectory, the demand for housing, commercial spaces, and industrial infrastructure is set to skyrocket. Africa is urbanizing at an unprecedented rate. People are moving from rural areas to cities in search of better opportunities. This massive migration is fueling a surge in demand for housing. Cities across the continent are struggling to keep up with this growing demand. This shortage of quality housing presents a golden opportunity for real estate developers and investors. The potential for profit is enormous. As more and more people move to urban centers, the need for affordable and quality housing will only intensify. Africa has the youngest population in the world. This young and vibrant population is a source of dynamism and energy. It is also a key driver of long-term economic growth. A young population means a larger workforce and a growing consumer market. This demographic dividend is a game changer for the real estate sector. As these young people enter the workforce and start families, they will need places to live, work, and shop. This translates into sustained demand for real estate in the decades to come. Africa's middle class is expanding rapidly. This growing middle class has more disposable income and is eager to invest in assets like real estate. They aspire to a better quality of life and are willing to spend on housing that meets their needs. This burgeoning middle class is a major driver of demand for higher-end housing, modern apartments, and gated communities. They are also investing in commercial real estate, driving the development of office spaces, shopping malls, and entertainment centers. Section 5. Government policies, paving the way for real estate investment. In recent years, the landscape of real estate investment in Africa has been undergoing a significant transformation. This change is largely driven by proactive government policies aimed at fostering a more conducive environment for both local and international investors. African governments are increasingly recognizing the importance of the real estate sector in driving economic growth. Cities across the continent are witnessing a surge in construction activities, with new skyscrapers and residential complexes reshaping urban skylines. This boom is not just about buildings, it's about creating jobs, improving infrastructure, and enhancing the quality of life for millions. They are implementing policies to attract foreign investment, such as offering tax incentives, reducing bureaucratic red tape, and ensuring legal protections for investors. These measures are designed to make the investment process smoother and more transparent, thereby boosting investor confidence. Streamlining the process of property acquisition is another critical step. Governments are working to simplify the legal and administrative procedures involved in buying and selling property. This includes digitizing land records, reducing transaction times, and making it easier for individuals and businesses to navigate the real estate market. Additionally, they provide incentives for developers such as grants, low-interest loans, and subsidies for sustainable building practices. These incentives are crucial for encouraging the development of affordable housing and green buildings, which are essential for sustainable urban growth. These policies are creating a more favorable environment for real estate investment. From tax breaks to streamlined regulations, governments are sending a clear signal that they are open for business. They are committed to creating a stable and attractive investment climate that can compete on a global scale. Governments are sending a clear signal that they are open for business and committed to supporting the growth of the real estate market. This commitment is evident in the numerous international business conferences and forums being held across the continent, where policymakers and industry leaders come together to discuss opportunities and challenges in the real estate sector. The results of these efforts are already visible. New housing projects are springing up in cities, and completed real estate developments are becoming landmarks of progress. The future of real estate investment in Africa looks promising, with governments playing a pivotal role in paving the way for sustainable and inclusive growth. Section 6. Infrastructure development, connecting markets and unlocking value. Across Africa, governments are investing heavily in infrastructure development. This investment is not just about building roads and bridges, it's about creating a foundation for future growth and prosperity. By focusing on infrastructure, African nations are laying the groundwork for a more connected and economically vibrant continent. New roads, railways, ports, and energy projects are connecting markets and unlocking the potential of land. These projects are designed to facilitate the movement of goods and people, making it easier for businesses to operate and for communities to thrive. The improved connectivity is also helping to reduce transportation costs and travel times, which is crucial for economic development. Improved infrastructure makes it easier to transport goods and services, attracting businesses and boosting economic activity. As a result, we are seeing a surge in trade and commerce, with local businesses gaining access to new markets and international companies looking to invest in the region. This influx of business activity is creating jobs and driving economic growth, benefiting communities across the continent. This infrastructure boom is having a transformative impact on the real estate sector. As new roads and railways are built, previously inaccessible areas are opening up for development. This is leading to a surge in real estate projects, with new residential, commercial, and industrial developments springing up across the continent. The improved infrastructure is also making it easier for people to commute, leading to the growth of suburban areas and the expansion of cities. Land values are appreciating as areas become better connected. This increase in property values is providing a significant boost to local economies, as property owners see the value of their investments rise. The improved infrastructure is also attracting new businesses and residents to these areas, further driving up demand for land and real estate. New development is springing up along transportation corridors, creating opportunities for investors and developers. These new projects are not only providing much-needed infrastructure, but are also creating jobs and stimulating economic growth. Investors are recognizing the potential of these areas and are eager to be part of the transformation. As a result, we are seeing a wave of investment in infrastructure and real estate projects across Africa, paving the way for a brighter and more prosperous future. Section 7. The Lure of Foreign Investment. A vote of confidence in Africa's future. Foreign investors are taking notice of Africa's potential. They are pouring billions of dollars into the continent, including the real estate sector. From private equity firms to sovereign wealth funds, global investors are eager to capitalize on Africa's growth story. This influx of foreign investment is a testament to the confidence in Africa's future. It is also providing much-needed capital to finance large-scale real estate projects, driving innovation and raising industry standards. Section 8. Managing the risks. Navigating the challenges of emerging markets. Investing in Africa is not without its risks. Like any emerging market, challenges such as political instability, corruption, and lack of transparency can pose hurdles for investors. It is crucial to conduct thorough due diligence, partner with reputable local companies, and understand the regulatory landscape. However, the rewards often outweigh the risks. By carefully navigating these challenges and adopting a long-term investment horizon, investors can reap significant returns from Africa's booming real estate market. Section 9. The future is bright. Why African real estate is poised for success. The convergence of these factors, rapid urbanization, a young population, a growing middle class, government support, infrastructure development, and foreign investment, creates a compelling case for investing in African real estate. Rapid urbanization is transforming cities across the continent, leading to a surge in demand for housing, commercial spaces, and modern amenities. This urban growth is driven by a young and dynamic population that is increasingly moving to cities in search of better opportunities and a higher quality of life. The growing middle class is another significant factor. As more Africans achieve higher income levels, their aspirations for homeownership and better living conditions rise. This burgeoning middle class is fueling demand for diverse real estate options, from affordable housing to luxury apartments. Government support and policy reforms are also playing a crucial role in shaping the real estate landscape. Many African governments are implementing policies to attract both local and international investors, streamline property registration processes, and improve land tenure systems. Infrastructure development is another key driver. Investments in roads, bridges, public transportation, and utilities are making previously inaccessible areas viable for real estate development. These infrastructure projects not only enhance connectivity, but also increase the value of surrounding properties. Foreign investment is pouring into the continent, with international investors recognizing the untapped potential of African real estate markets. Joint ventures, partnerships, and direct investments are bringing in much-needed capital and expertise. The continent is on the cusp of a real estate revolution. While challenges remain, such as regulatory hurdles, land ownership issues, and economic volatility, the long-term growth potential of African real estate is undeniable. The market is evolving rapidly, with innovative solutions and technologies being adopted to address these challenges. For instance, digital platforms are streamlining property transactions, and green building practices are gaining traction to promote sustainability. For those willing to seize the opportunity, the future is bright. Investors who can navigate the complexities and leverage the opportunities will find themselves at the forefront of a booming market. The potential for high returns is significant, especially in rapidly growing urban centers. Moreover, investing in African real estate is not just about financial gains, it also contributes to the continent's development by providing much-needed housing and infrastructure. Africa is not just the next big thing in real estate, it is the future of real estate. The continent's unique combination of demographic trends, economic growth, and supportive policies creates a fertile ground for real estate investment. As the world looks for new frontiers, Africa stands out as a land of opportunity, ready to redefine the global real estate landscape. The time to invest in African real estate is now. With the right strategies and a long-term vision, investors can be part of this transformative journey and contribute to the continent's bright future.